Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in. We are looking at some serious colorful eyeshadows today, all of them from Sugarpill. Sugarpill came out with an endless summer collection. They had, I think, glitter pots or something related to glitter. I don't know what it is, or glitter liquid lipsticks or lip gloss, I don't know. But there's also lip products, and they came out with 4 brand new eyeshadows, singles, full size. So I got all of them. So these are the 4 shades, and also right after that endless summer collection, they also came out with a brand new palette. This is called the Fun Size Palette Mini Color Palette. So at the back it has a silver heart with a plus sign that is a Sugarpill logo. And then where is this made? It says cruelty free. I don't know if you can see, cruelty free, paraben free, and gluten free. And yeah, Sugarpill is cruelty free. That, I mean, everyone knows that. And then it says level up your makeup. Oh, there's something stuck on the side. And then it's, what else? Where is this made? This is made in the US. Yes, it says on the side. And also it has a list of ingredients at the back. It says it's a fun size pressed pigment palette. Yes, it doesn't say so up front here, but in a teeny tiny font and the list of ingredients down here it says fun size pressed pigment palette, and it has all the list of ingredients. It says please use at your own discretion. What else? It says it contains ingredients that are not yet approved by the FDA for use around the immediate eye area, safe for use on European and Canadian eyes. US customers, please use at your own discretion. That's what it says. And this retails for $28. Now, let me give you guys a size comparison, like a quantity comparison, because this is a fun size small, like a mini kind of a palette. That's how this is marketed to begin with. So the full size this is one of their new shades called Arsenic. This, you get a whopping 3 grams of product. In the full size you get 3 grams of product, and in here it doesn't say how much on the actual palette, so let me check in the box. Oh yeah, you don't even get a third. You get even like a less than a third of the full size. You get 0.8 grams of product in each pan. Here you get 0.8 grams of product in each pan, and in the full size you get 3 grams. So yeah, but still 0.8 grams is definitely sufficient, especially given the choice of colors you have here. It is not your typical rainbow palette, those rich blues, not blues of course, purples and greens and reds, yellows, but they are kind of different tones, as you can see. So let me just swatch it. I have also swatches on my Instagram account. Definitely subscribe or follow me on Instagram. Yeah. So let's get right into it, you guys. I will first show you guys the swatches of the singles. Yeah, let's do singles because there are only 4 shades and I picked all 4. I think Sugarpill initially, maybe last year or beginning of this year, they said let me just collect myself, that they're going to release, I think, 10 shades or 8 shades, I think, but they ran into some hiccups with respect to formula, so they just released 4 right now. So this is HYPNOTIC. HYPNOTIC is a blue color, as you can see. They do have a color called Kimchi, but that is more of a turquoise blue. It definitely has also a little bit of green in Kimchi, but this is just like a baby blue. It's like a sky blue, HYPNOTIC. And then this is Arsenic. Arsenic, I feel, is different from that acid berry, I think it's called, the one they already have in their permanent line. These are also permanent, I suppose, but this is, I feel they're kind of similar, but this has more pigmentation. Definitely acid berry, I feel I have to build up a lot. This really has a little more pigmentation and it's more richer. And this is Arsenic. And then we have pinks. They have several pinks. I think they have at least 2 pinks. not several, they have two pinks already in the lineup, but this is more on the lighter pink. This is the lighter of them, of the existing shades that they already have. Sugarpill, that is Tokyo. Again, this builds up well, it blends really well. As you apply, it just blends. And then finally we have Viloria. Viloria is that, it's a pretty purple shade, but as you can see, it has that ashy undertone. It has that grayish purple. It's not that vibrant purple. So if I blend it too much, when I use the shade and use that windshield wiper motion, blending motion, it kind of I can see the tone of ashiness on my skin tone because I have darker skin tone. So I feel personally I would just pack this on. Although using windshield wiper motion, it blends beautifully, no problem at all. But it's just when I just work this product into my skin, it has that gray tone to it, definitely, and it shows, and it just does not look that good on me. So yeah, packing motion definitely looks good. So those are the 4 colors that they have come out with. Are these very unique? No, I just got excited because Sugarpill hardly comes out with new collections and new makeup, so I just got excited and got them all. Seriously, that's the only reason. So yeah, those are the Endless Summer collection, the eyeshadows in the Endless Summer collection. Now let's look at the cat palette. So let's swatch this column by column. First one is Cheat Code. Let's do 2 swatches because some of these colors are lighter, so 2 swatches will give you like a real idea of how these shades look. So that is Cheat Code. The first row is all green. This was the shade I was most excited about, but that was a letdown because that looks just yellow on me, and this is the lightest shade in the palette. It looks so beautiful, like a pastel apple green. That's how it looks in the pan. It looks like, as you can see, let me just show it. It looks like a pastel apple green, but it has a lot of white in it. It's really, really light. So this is the shade. This is the shade I have in my inner corner, as you can see, but it's kind of faded right now because of wear time. But yeah, that is Twitch. And then this is Continue. Continue is the shade that I was most excited about. It kind of looked like a pastel olive mustard color. It looks so pretty, but turns on my skin tone, it just looks like a yellow, guys. It just looks yellow. It just does not translate into that pastel mustardy olive color. It just looks, I don't know if these colors really, if you guys can see the true colors in the video. So that is Continue. So that is the first row. I have to say all 3 greens are on the lighter side. On my skin tone, I definitely had to pack them in order for these colors to show true to what I see in the pan. I have to pack them instead of windshield wiper motions. They just kind of, because they have, I think they are very pastel colors, the vibrancy is on the lower side. The degree of vibrancy is lower, so packing them really helps. So yeah, that's something I wanted to tell you guys. And this is the lightest shade, the shade Twitch. I really had to work on it to actually show up on my skin tone. Definitely 3 or 4 layers of just packing it. Then the second row is this blue. This is the shade I have in the center of the lid, just right there. This shade is really vibrant, no problem at all with respect to vibrancy, pigmentation. Just 2 layers, they really show up well on my skin tone. And I could use also windshield wiper motion. Packing is really good because Sugarpill's formula is so good that you could use any kind of method to blend the eyeshadows, and they blend as you apply them. And then the next one in the in the column is this shade. I know This and this look so similar. They are in the pink family, but Level Up, the one that I just swatched, is more like a raspberry coral red shade, like a raspberry red, like a pinky red, which makes it kind of like a coral side. Definitely looks, has that red tone to it on the eyes. Definitely, they look so different on the eyes. And then we have High Score. High Score is again one of the lighter shades, but not as light as the greens. The greens are kind of on the lighter side. You see that? It's pretty much on the lighter side, but it packs really, really well. I'm just doing 3 layers to show you guys. Still, it doesn't, like, my arms are much darker than my face, so I think I'm struggling even more to show you guys the pigmentation. But this orange that you see in the middle of my just above the crease is that shade High Score, and it built up really well. When I packed it up, it really built up, and it just didn't disappear, as you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can even see it well. So you guys can see the orange is there, and I think I've been wearing this makeup for easily 6 hours or 7 hours for now. And for pastel colors, you can see how they've held up, you guys. They're really good, right? So and then let's move on to the third column. I think we have 6 shades already. I know the shade High Score does not build up, but on the eyes it really did. And oh, by the way, these 3 shades definitely, absolutely, the greens, the first column, oh wait, these 3 absolutely need a primer. Without a primer, they're just not going to work at all. And in fact, these 4 shades, these 3 greens and this orange, these 4 definitely need a primer on my skin tone. Absolutely. The rest of the colors actually show up really well on my skin tone without even a primer. Let me just do the third row on this side. I have a bracelet which is a struggle to remove. This is that pastel purple. This is the color I have in the first inner thirds, 1/3 of my eyelid. And then right after that I have this blue. So that, and then this is that blue toned pink, which I said was so different from the coral pink. Do you see here is a coral red, and this is so blue toned. In fact, when you blend this into the skin and work it into the skin, it gets even more blue tone, and I feel they look really different from each other. This and this, they're very different. I was really happy about that, and also pleasantly surprised. And then finally the last shade is Game Over, is orangey red. It's pretty orange. It's not red at all. It's really orange, and it's also really vibrant. It packs a punch. In fact, like I said, just to give like a summary of the performance of the palette, they blend really well. All of the shades, the singles from the Endless Summer collection and the Fun Size palette, the blendability is really good. But the 4 shades, the greens, the 3 greens and the orange, absolutely need a primer. You absolutely need a primer. And since these are pastel, if you have dark skin, oxidizing these might even help. So do not set your primer and just go in with these really pastel white toned ashy shades, and they would show up on your skin really well. So that's the kind of trick that I've been using with these. But even if you don't if you have the habit of setting your primer, don't worry about it. Just pack it with a denser brush, whatever it may be. Maybe it's like a really dense shader brush or a really dense blending brush. They work really well. And as you can see on the eyelids, these 2 colors, I used only a blending brush to lay the products on the eyelid, and they went on so evenly, guys. Just look at how the colors look on the eyelids. It does not look patchy, it's not uneven, it went on really evenly, and I'm so surprised the colors have not oxidized. And I did not set my primer. Like, I usually do not set my eyeshadow primer at all. I apply my primer and just go in with my eyeshadows. So look at how they have not oxidized. They all remain literally true to the colors that you see in the eyeshadow palette. It's really good. I'm impressed with the quality. It's just these 4 shades, these 3 greens and this orange. You have to pack it on your eyelids. Just pack it. The greens, this especially, this lighter shade, I was a little frustrated because it has so much white in it. I had to pack it up on the eyelids, but otherwise just I feel it's a good palette. It's a different palette. If you don't like pastels, just don't even look in this direction. You would not appreciate this palette. I'm not into pastels. I'm just a color lover, so I just pretty much like everything, all colors. So I just couldn't deny myself this unique palette, and I felt this color was very unique, and so was this, and these 2 colors were so pretty. Usually this blue, this periwinkle blue, usually oxidizes and turns really dark, but I'm so bloody impressed that it's turned out so good. So all in all the shadows are a hit for me. Well, the fun size palette, I would give it a B+, just because the greens are really light and just don't work too much so easily. It's not a breeze to use on my skin tone, so I'm going to give it a B+. But if you have lighter skin tone, I'm confident all of these colors would show up on your skin tone really easily, and they blend so well. Just on using these colors, I don't feel they're patchy. Even on the eyelids, as you can see, they did not oxidize and they just stay true to color. And I've been wearing these shades for 6 to 7 hours, and as you can see, it's pretty fantastic. Just this inner corner highlight, which is this bugger, really gave me a lot of trouble. That has just almost faded away, but you can still see I have that little bit of green. So that is my review, guys. Hope you guys found this video useful. Thank you so much if you've stayed till the end of this video, and please do subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.